Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel all about BI. This is going to be a continuation of video number 14. In video number 14, we discussed the basics of using a data pipeline in Fabric ecosystem. So how to create a new pipeline and then how to add a copy activity and how to use the copy activity with the sample dataset provided by Microsoft. The sample dataset was nothing but the New York taxi dataset, right? So we just pulled that information and then we pushed it into our lake house, right? This is what we did in the last session. So I just wanted to explore a bit more about the same concept today. I mean in this video. So if you check the source, right, this is the copy activity. This is the pipeline that we saw in the previous video. So if you see here, it is pointing, as I said in the previous video, there is no concept of data set or link service or integration runtime in Fabric. Okay, it's just connection. So if you see here, New York City taxi green parquet file. Okay, if you explore, if you want to see where this data actually resides, how to do that, that's what I'm going to tell. So if you go to the previous run histories and then click on the pipeline, and you have an option to see the input. So if you see the input and expand, you will see the URL of the data from where we can download the actual data. So actually the type of data source where the sample data resides is blob storage. How do we say that? So if you click on the activity name, you can see the type of sources Azure blob storage. But is it the blob storage in our Azure account? No, it's a open source or generic blob storage that is given by Microsoft for the people to use, right? This is neither yours nor mine. It's not specific to any individual. It is from Microsoft. Okay. So where do we see the actual URL? If you go back and then click on input, you will be seeing the actual URL. So this is just an FYI because I was interested to know from where our Fabric pipeline, data pipeline pulls this information. So that's what I wanted to explore more and tell you from where it comes from. So container URI Azure Open Data Storage.blob.core.windows.net. If you click that, you will not have access, but internally your Fabric workspace will have access. Okay, authentication type will be anonymous. So if I click on this, it's not going to load anything to me. Resource not found error is only coming. That's what I tried as well. So this is FYI. So from here only we are picking up the data. Alright, what else for this video? So if you go to copy data again, let's go back to artifact. So if you click on source, I don't want this tax related information. I want to see or explore or understand what are the other supported data stores in copy activity. That is what I'm going to see now. So I'll just move it a little bit, then expand this. You see that by default you have connections established to your lake houses in your Fabric connection or Fabric trial version, right? So whatever lake houses I have created in this particular trial version, all are being shown. So if you click on more, you will be able to see all the data stores that are supported in Fabric pipeline, data pipeline, especially in the copy activity, copy data activity. So how to see all of them? If you click on view more, there will be a tab which shows all the supported data stores at this point in time. Of course, this list is going to grow over time, but yeah, right now they have segregated it as file-based data stores, which is nothing but you can directly connect your on-prem folder and you can access the files over there. For this, we have to set up a gateway connection. This is again FYI. So apart from on-prem, you can access FTP, you can access cloud storage from Oracle, and then SFTP. FTP, SFTP are supported. So for a database, what are all supported under database category? SQL Server, and then you can see Azure SQL Managed Instance, MySQL database, Oracle database, DB2 database. So these are some of the databases that are supported currently. And under Power Platform, you have access to the Dataverse data store. And specifically, if you want to just filter or work with Azure, just click on this and explore what are the data stores that are supported under Azure category. So if you see here, Azure Files, Azure Blobs, Azure Tables, and then Data Lake Storage Gen 2, Data Warehouse, Azure SQL Database, Cisco Query, and then MongoDB and couple of other Cosmos DB, etc. So this is under Azure. And online, SharePoint, Salesforce, both objects as well as Service Cloud. So these are the categories under which they have grouped the data stores. So according to our need, we can go ahead and use them. All right, what else? So if you don't have the connection set up, or if you don't have the details of any of these data stores and still want to explore other data sets, you can, other sample data sets, you can click on sample data. We saw an example with New York taxi green data. You have diabetes data set as well. We shouldn't say data set, it's just connection to diabetes data, public holidays, and then retail data model from worldwide importers. So these are some of the publicly available connections for you to use in your pipelines. Okay, so that's all with me for this video. This is quite a short video. Just wanted to let you know where these sample data sets are stored, how to see the URL, as well as other supported data stores in copy activity. Okay, we'll catch up with more such details in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep supporting.